Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Books and Betches. I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
Erica!
No.
Maria. Why are you singing it every time?
This is a book podcast. We swear, we spoil. We talk about sex. We suck at podcasting. This week, I'm not saying there's no spoilers, because with Erica, you never know.
You never know.
She could spoil at any moment.
You never know.
Okay. Please go watch this video so you can see what she's doing right now, because it's weird. I think you were a spider in a past life.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why a spider? Because of these?
Yeah.
No, you're not
Or
a
a
spider.
pincher bug.
No.
I think... have you never heard my theory on this?
No.
I think people who have like affinities towards things...
Yeah.
Is that what they were?
Or that, like when people
I
are
was a
like
cat.
horse whisperers, were a horse
I
in
was
the
a
past
cat.
life. Yeah, you were
What
a
were
cat.
you then? A dog?
No, because I like dogs, but I'm
She
not
has
Shark
like...
dog energy.
I think I was a
Shark.
ocean animal.
I can see that.
Because I'm like a fish. I am
Like an
a
octopus.
fish. I love the ocean.
I love
It
the ocean.
calls
You were a
to me.
fucking shrimp.
I would like to be a whale, or
That'd be
that
sick.
would be like ideal.
Too long. I want a short life.
I like
If I'm in the ocean.
Turtle?
Sloth.
hard shell. I don't know.
What were you?
According to the psychic I went to, I was a nun.
Oh yeah, we knew that. Forgot about that. Sorry. Oh wow, we did.
Okay.
We derailed. Well,
I do
not
That's
really.
why I don't care for
We
religion.
didn't really derail because this is
What's
kind
our
of
journey?
about our journey. So this episode,
Sure.
Okay.
I'm fucking.
Let's make those
I
hops
got strings. I'm the guy in that fucking
Yeah.
meme with the string. This week we're talking about our reading journeys. If you've been following us since the beginning, holy shit!
Wow, thank
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We started this back.
There's a lot of people that have too.
We started this back in 2020, actually, during the
November, December 2020.
during the pandemic when we all came together. We've been friends for a long time. You know the lore if you've been here, but we've talked about our journeys. I think in our first episode was the only time we ever
Or when we talked about like
really-
the books we read as kids.
Yeah. But we've never had a whole episode where we actually talked about like, is that kind of what we're doing? Like our path on reading and where we are now.
I think we
The
start
current
like
path.
at childhood.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go back.
Yeah, let's
Wow.
go fucking back.
Let's go back.
Okay.
What were
Back
you
to
like?
the beginning.
Like I remember reading like the first chapter books.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like learning how to read
Yeah.
and like reading with my parents and like
Do you guys know the first book you've ever read or been read?
no.
Yes. Well,
Whoa.
my memory is me, Miami, my dad. He was reading me Little Mermaid every night. I made him.
I love that we all have. Mine's The Stinky Cheese Man.
I loved that book too.
I've never read that.
The best.
It's a great
I remember
have it in
being
my
like,
bookshelf for
I remember
Hudson.
being 5 and my aunt reading that to me and being
I
like,
love
this
stinky
is sick.
cheese.
This is cool.
And other fairy tales. The
Yeah.
other like weird fairy tales.
What about you?
I don't remember specific books to be honest. I remember I was an avid like child reader. Like I used to read like all of those like mystery type
Yes.
books
Mhm.
and like
Mine was a Magic Treehouse. Favorite
Mine
series of all
was-
time.
I read a lot of the
Yes.
Captain Underpants
Oh,
books.
read
Not
those.
Which one's
Book
one with
fair, man.
the like?
Oh, I loved book fairs. Like I would always buy
I
a
love
book.
this
Not
classic
gonna lie,
book
I
fair.
stole so many books as a
I
kid.
never did. I was always afraid of getting caught.
I stole everything.
I
as a
took
kid.
a lot of not took, but like I did a lot of library books and stuff because our library.
yeah, I did a lot of
was
library
so-
too.
I stole so much as a kid, not just books, like from Walmart, from places. I was like 6 or 7. Give me a
You're
break.
a
I don't know why. I don't know
criminal
what it
klepto.
was. I stole from my neighbors. I stole everything. I can't tell you.
I love
why.
how you're just admitting this to the
They
whole
know.
podcast.
They found out.
No, to like
Oh, it's
world.
I mean, I was 7. What am I going to do now? I've repented for my
prosecutor
sins.
comes in. We got a confession.
Back when I actually had to go to CCD, I would literally sit in that little booth and go, "I stole from Walmart," and I should have swear. No, but I even from the
Goosebumps
library,
books.
even from the library, which is fucked. Do you remember the ones that had? It was like happy. And then like they had like those little characters on the front, Little Miss Sunshine or something. Do you remember that?
I remember reading like the hardcover books, like Secret Garden, that had like the illustrations, the picture of Dorian Gray, like that had like the illustrations in them.
Mine was it called the Bailey School Kids?
Yeah, I read those.
I read those.
I've read
Those are my
so-
favorites.
like when
Remember
people-
this bitch?
Yeah,
Oh.
sure.
And it had different ones, like a mad face and like a sad face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Bailey School Kids.
But I like I loved reading when I was a child, and then I think as I got into like adolescence, maybe early teenage years, I read like the Diary of like Marie Antoinette and you know those
That's
ones,
cool.
like
I remember
the
that.
Princess series.
Yeah.
Do you remember those books? They were like hardcover.
I had Anastasia.
Anastasia, yeah, I had that.
I don't
one
think I
too.
ever gotten any of those.
So I read those. I
Just
read the
wild.
Meg Cabot
I read Goosebumps.
Mediator series. Loved that. Like I remember reading like very YA like Princess Diary-esque books.
I read a lot of ones that were for school, but I really loved them. I remember one is called CRISPR. I was obsessed with it when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. Again, the Bailey School Kids stuff. I was reading, again, I think 8th grade is where I feel like I have the most memory of reading the most. I would be reading during school. Like I'd be getting yelled at. It's like, Maria, do your math. And I'm like, I'm reading Hannibal Lecter right now.
That's where my
Sorry.
gap was. It was
8th?
like, I don't know.
Right
It was
around
like
high school?
after elementary school, I just stopped reading all the way up until like.
Do you remember
now.
writing
Recent.
Do you remember writing book reports?
Yes.
I love that you were reading Hannibal in 8th grade. Wait,
I remember like my teacher lost my book report. I think I've told the story before on this. And it was like the day before grades were closing and I never have a low grade. And she's like, well, you never like turned it in. I'm like, you're a lying hoe. Yes, I did. She's like, well, you have to, if you want the grade, you have to do something in 24 hours. I was like, bet. So I read Night by Eli Wiesel.
Oh, we had to read that. It was sad.
I didn't know what it was about. It was the shortest one on the shelf.
That shit was fun.
But it was great. I did a book report in less than 3 hours. And I said, give my A+.
Did you get an A?
So
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did.
You know what's interesting? I think like teachers are starting to ask kids to like write out.
I don't remember book reports.
Yeah, because they don't have motor skills anymore.
Plus AI.
That, but also AI.
That
so they
too,
want
yeah.
people to
AI.
like write.
Yeah, by hand.
You have to learn. Like we're okay using AI for the most part because like we have the foundation of skills. But like when you're in school, you need to learn the skills to be able to know. I don't know if this answer is correct.
I don't remember book reports.
You didn't write book.
Did you ever? I used to buy like the folder thingies with the clear fronts.
Do you remember? Yeah.
And like I would put the hole punches and I'd make them look so nice.
You like
I
make
have
them look really crisp.
I'm so
I don't think I've
I'm so
ever
type
done
A.
this.
Yeah.
Like, did you write about the book?
Yeah,
It would be like
In
a
what
5-page
class?
paper.
in English class.
I definitely never did that.
Oh,
I never like wrote about a book.
Oh my God. You'd have to like write. It would be
we would
like,
have one a week.
Yeah.
Like we would watch.
Oh,
Wait. No, but like we would talk about a book. No, we would like
It was
talk.
homework.
Hold
It was
on,
homework.
It was
no.
homework.
We would talk about a book, but I don't
Yeah.
remember like
It would
writing
be like,
about.
it
Like, what would
have
you write?
prompts. Like they would be
yeah,
like,
it's
I
like,
did that in
tell us the plot. Tell us like the what happened with these characters.
Never done that in my
there would
life.
be like questions that
I've
you had
never,
to answer.
Ever done that for sure.
I've probably written 50 book reports.
sounds
At least
terrible.
same. We used to have one a week at least. And if there was books of the topic of if you had Gatsby or like I read like 1776 in AP history in high school.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't remember.
You probably don't.
I definitely don't remember middle school.
So high school, I remember classes were too difficult to kind of like read for fun. Because
Yeah.
I was reading real books. So like my junior year, they did our like honors English and honors history together.
Oh.
So
Never
when
made it
you
tough.
were learning
I
about
made it to an honors
when you were
class.
learning about like the like Industrial Revolution, you were reading a book at the same
In
time
tandem.
period.
Yeah.
So you were learning both the literature aspect and what was going on in the history of
That's
it.
kind of cool.
It's
the
crazy
same
how
time.
much when I think of
So
school,
it's a great
I don't
way to-
remember anything. Like school wise, like papers and stuff like that. If I think back to middle school, I can't even tell you what I did.
Really?
That's wild.
I have no memory of it. The classes and stuff. Like I
I'm
remember
sure.
like
I'm
softball
sure
and
if
shit.
someone like you knew at the time would say a certain thing, it'll spark your memory. But
I
maybe you just don't
remember
retain
what
it.
I did in class at all.
I
okay.
slept a lot.
That might be
I
why
did
I
not.
don't remember.
I slept a lot. Fun fact. I got voted most school spirited, but I
Damn.
came in second for class sleeper.
I got class clown.
Out of a class of
You got class clown?
550.
Yeah, but they reframed it to most likely have her own show on Comedy Central because it was so fucking funny.
Okay.
I did. I could show you. It's upstairs. I got class clown and best friends with Alyssa.
I got most likely to succeed.
Nice.
Type A.
I literally, I got class clown because I got kicked out of every class that I was ever in because I just goofed
That's
around.
why you don't remember any of your classes.
But the teachers still
Yeah.
liked me. They just were like, you can't
You're disruptive.
be an asshole. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, fine. I don't
Well,
care.
anyway.
Well, because you weren't me.
But that might be why I don't remember.
I slept a lot in
class,
class, and I would wake up and like answer and then go back to sleep.
But you knew what you were doing.
My brother also slept a lot in class. My brother's like a chemical engineer, so he's super smart.
That's awesome.
And he used to wake up. He used to go take AP calc.
God, I hated that class.
Wake up.
I couldn't even imagine.
Look at the board and be like, "That's wrong." Actually,
some people are just born with this shit.
And they, like,
yeah,
the teacher
I'm
like,
not.
I wanted to make
suit.
videos. I wanted to like goof off and have fun. So when we talk about reading, like I couldn't tell you, even when we did that episode, I had to like text people to ask them what books we read.
I know.
And it did actually like Night. I do remember Night because that shit was sad.
It was very sad.
And I remember fucking the piggy one or the one where he jumped off.
The one?
The one with the boulder and the cliff and the
Lord of the Flies?
Yes, Lord of the Flies. And I can never remember the name of that book. I get that one confused with the one where he squeezed the hamsters too hard.
What?
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men. Thank you.
Oh God.
Those are the three I know I read because they stuck with me
for you.
in the worst ways. Actually, I think I watched the movie for the cliff.
I remember like we read Esperanza. Why did I say it like that? Esperanza.
What's that?
It's a book. It's like it's a book I read in freshman year of high school.
Never heard of that.
Esperanza.
We read all the Greek mythology.
So
I didn't
outside
read
of
any Greek
being
mythology.
forced to read stuff through school, you were also just like reading on the side.
My dad used to take me to the bookstore every week.
That's so cool.
Like, so when Blockbuster went away, because that's what I had as a kid, was every week I'd go get a Blockbuster movie and a game for my Nintendo 64.
I love that.
It turned into books around like 7th and 8th grade.
Wow.
And my dad would take me every week to Borders. And I'd get a book from Borders. Yes, I would.
Borders.
Great time. And then around high school is when I read a little less because I was reading books in class. I think I remember I read like Dear John.
It was just like harder
for myself because my friend Haley got me the
I
book.
didn't have much time to like read. Like
I was doing sports too. I was doing tennis. I was doing.
That was my whole
I had
life.
ROTC, so that took a lot of my time.
I just didn't have as much time.
Softball was
So
my
then
entire life. And then even in the
college.
summer, it was travel ball. So
Yeah.
it was always
Something
indoor
else.
league, travel ball, volleyball. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't even think of books. And
Yeah, I didn't read it all in college.
college.
You didn't read it all in
did
college?
No, because
not.
my college was accelerated, so I did my like bachelor's in
you
2
were at a
years rather than
special
4.
college too, yeah.
So I had no time.
I didn't even.
I was
think
having
about
class
books
at 1 in the
college.
morning.
Didn't
You
even
read it.
consider.
So-
oh no, that's a lie. I was an English major. I read books in class. I forgot about the Canterbury Tales. Just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God,
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I have an English major.
I don't believe that you read books.
I had to.
In class.
I had no choice.
I don't believe that. I
2
think
years. of
I
reading
remember
books.
buying.
2 years.
I remember buying Spark notebooks.
I've never done that.
Oh, Spark Notes.
I never even went on Spark Notes.
I do
didn't like
remember
it.
Spark Notes.
Yeah, I remember Spark notes.
Oh, you're bringing back memories.
I know.
Damn. Keep going. Keep
See what I
triggering-
mean?
Keep triggering
They'll
my
say it and they'll
memories.
trigger your memory.
That might happen.
So, college, I did read a little bit more for fun. I remember, and I think I talked about this in a previous podcast episode, is when I was away in Italy, I was
Yeah, Hunger Games thing.
2011, I legally downloaded the Hunger Games books. I didn't have access to Netflix. I didn't have access to YouTube.
Privileged girl was just over
Didn't
in
have
Italy.
access to all the television was
In Italian.
In Italian, I couldn't like.
trying to remember
We had
when I read Hunger
Skype
Games.
back then. You know what I mean? Like it just there was no.
Did you actually read it or did you just watch the movies?
No, I know I read it, but like,
Are you
when did I
sure?
read it? I don't
I
know.
reread the Harry
What
Potter
year
books.
did it come out? When we were in college?
What, Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Probably around
Book
What
there.
year do you
form?
think the last one came out? Were we still in college?
We were I knew Garrett at the time. So it was college. It was
So I
it was
must have
post.
read it after. Man, I have no fucking memory of reading. This is actually killing me. I don't know what
Okay,
happened.
well, let's.
I know for a
let's put
fact.
a pin in it.
I started reading. I started reading when I was in Tennessee. So this was 2018, maybe.
18 because you came back.
It
in
was right
19,
before
I
the
think.
yeah, and I didn't know anybody. I was alone in Tennessee. It was before Julie came.
So you were starting to read.
And I was like, okay, what can I do? Well, what happened was I didn't have a house. I didn't have anywhere to live.
She went to the library.
So I went to the library and I was like, I'm going to live in the library for a week. I was literally homeless for a week. And so I was staying in the library and I was like, well, while I'm in the library, I might as well read a book. Cause I was just writing. I was just like enjoying myself, whatever. And I picked up Stephen King's, The Institute, and I read
Loved
it
it.
so I was so proud of myself for sitting down and like reading from start to finish a book. I thought it was the coolest, like the biggest accomplishment of my life. I can't even
That's why I
explain to
don't
you.
believe that you read in college.
That's what's crazy. You know what it is I don't think I read full books. I think I just read textbooks.
You probably
the Canterbury
skimmed.
Tales. I definitely skimmed. The Canterbury Tales were part of my
I don't know what
curriculum.
that is.
It's
you keep
horrible.
saying it
Yeah, like as if we know what it is. I don't know what
It's like
that
a
is.
fucking piece of text from math. So, listen, I did get the English degree, but I did go to kind of sort of college. So it was
Kind of, sort of
I
college.
took baseball for my math class. Either way.
What?
Either way, when I finished that book, I felt such a sense of pride. I remember texting you.
You know what the Canterbury Tales are?
Yeah.
It's 4 short stories.
Oh. But really hard to read. Really hard.
In Middle English.
In Middle English.
Search the grade level. Is it Middle English? Like
yes.
like medieval?
It's like hard to read. Ask me what it's about.
24 short
Ask
stories.
me what it's about.
What's it about,
24
Kristen?
I have no fucking clue. I don't even think I knew then. I think I bullshit all my papers.
Oh god.
And I survived. Either way, after I finished the Institute, which by the way, the Institute is now a TV show on a weird streaming platform.
Which one?
I don't know. You get the first episode for free on Amazon, and then you have to subscribe.
Stephen King has so many adaptations coming out this year.
I think it's Lionsgate.
Oh.
They have like their own streaming now. This shit's getting out of hand.
Oh wow.
But I will say, don't waste your time. The episode sucked.
Damn.
Worst editing, worst acting,
Damn.
worst filming,
Damn.
worst interpretation. I will say, I did follow the book pretty good, but it was just like I felt like I was watching like somebody made it
Short film?
in college.
Damn.
So anyway, the Institute got me into reading, and then I was texting you, and I was like, "Oh my god, I read a book," and you were
And
like,
I was already
"I'm into
commuting."
reading," and
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, reading's like a thing now."
Yeah, I got back into reading.
And
because of the
what
commute.
got you? The commute.
The
And
commute
what
into
was
the
the
city.
book that got you into
Folk
reading?
of the Year, I think.
What's
Oh yeah,
Folk
you
of the
said
Year?
that.
By Holly Black. It was like my first little YA fantasy since reading it when I was a kid, and I devoured it. No, I might be lying to you. It wasn't that one. It might have been Next Year in Havana by I wish I could remember her name right now.
I was also listening to audiobooks though at WWE during the commute. 'Cause
You
I
were.
listened to-
You were.
See how I forget?
That might have been where it was at Hunger Games then. Because I remember like you had to
maybe.
stop somewhere at the gas station
might
because
be
either when
right.
your car broke down
Yeah.
or something. I think Garrett had to go get you and you were crying
That
because
happens.
of I think it was Hunger. I think
No,
Hunger Games.
it was
Dark
that.
Tower?
No. It was the one with the fairies and not the fairies, the vampires and the Cassandra Clare books.
Oh, City of Bones?
Yes.
That's the one you were
That
rereading.
series
Yes.
made me cry.
Oh, wow.
I bawled my eyes out. I remember because I had a 2-hour commute every single day.
Chanel Clayton.
But that was just
Next Year in Havana.
Next
That's
year.
what I had read first, I think, on my first commuting.
Damn, I just forget about things.
Yes, historical fiction. Yes. This is the one.
Oh, I recognize this cover
Mm-hmm.
with the dress.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very popular book.
I loved it. It was really good. And I've read 2 others in this
Historical
like series.
romance. Weren't you reading Outlander?
I was.
When was
I think
that?
I read Outlander back in 2018. I read Outlander. So I remember because I was living with Megan at the time.
That's
And
crazy.
that book was so long. It took me so long to read
Did
it.
you read all of them?
No, the first book was too long.
Are you still watching the show?
No, but I heard there's another one coming.
Last
like a
season.
spin-off season.
Last one.
No. It's like a whole new spin-off season
Oh.
called Blood of My Blood.
But the
something like that.
last season with the woman.
Yeah, I think it's they
because
have
she
to
just
end it.
posted on Instagram.
They have
she
to
was
end
like
it.
last season.
They have to end
How many
it.
fucking seasons can you do?
I think
I
like 8.
only watched the first whatever one we watched,
With us,
which
with
were
me, yeah.
great, and then it got like out of hand.
The
It's
rape
a
scene
lot.
was rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was our journey up until now, I guess.
I started reading when the pandemic hit.
This is actually crazy how we all came together. So,
So-
yeah, go ahead.
It's your fault. You put it on a group chat.
I know.
I know. I don't
So
know
I
why.
started reading
I
when the
don't remember.
pandemic
Because
hit.
she texted you and I texted you at the same time about
Yeah,
reading.
you're right.
So at the time, I think I was just gonna turn 20. Right? 2020 is when the pandemic hit, right?
You didn't turn
Oh, sorry,
20
no,
in 2020.
Sorry, 29.
I was like, are we doing this?
How
We're gonna
old
get
are
a-
you now?
34.
Okay, so you're 2 years older than me. I'm turning 33 this year. I turned 30 in 2022. So 2020.
So
Math.
I turned 29 in April of the pandemic. I was full swing and party girl.
Yeah.
Like I was a
I
full.
remember.
We hosted pre-games on the weekends.
Oh my
we were going out to the bars all the time.
Your house was a party house.
We were me and
Remember the glitter
John.
bomb?
Me and John
So fun.
were partiers, and like there is no other way around it. We were drinking all of the fucking time. We had the we have the best times. We have great friends that we're drinking to. Like, we just had a fucking ball. And the pandemic really put a fucking pin in that. And I remember I actually just saw the pictures of it. The St. Patrick's Day of that year, right? Mm-hmm. That was like pandemic kind of hit end of February.
Yes.
Was when things
lockdown was March 13th.
Yep.
Yes. March 13th was when things started closing. And I think that was when we were doing the White Plains St. Patrick's Parade. So we were at like a friend's house, and it was just like, I remember thinking to myself, like, is my bridal shower going to get like impacted? I was talking to another girl about it.
Year.
And we were like, it'll be over in a couple weeks. Like, no big deal, like whatever. And we were still partying. We're like, we probably shouldn't be partying right now, but like, whatever. Like,
that was Julie.
And I think that was the last time I saw people for like months and months and months. And we were in a 1-bedroom apartment in downtown Stanford.
Oh, yeah.
And we had planned to, because we were so active in our social life, we had planned to move in with my mother-in-law as like, and father-in-law in their basement. We renovated their basement for them, and we were gonna live there for 6 months, buy a house, and then like, you know what I mean, whatever. And we were like, we're never there in the summer. Like, we're going places every single weekend. Like, we're not gonna be around. I didn't leave that basement for 6 months, and I just read excessively. And in the beginning, I started reading in April. When things really got locked down more, where people were like not leaving the house for weeks at a time. John was still going to the office, and I had nothing to do.
I don't remember.
I had nothing to fucking do.
How we started talking.
So it was probably in the summer, and I kind of like, I don't want to say I got depressed yet, because depression came, but like I was reading excessively because I was just like, I started with the Twilight books. I reread the Twilight books.
I didn't know that.
And then I was like, oh, there's other books that are like this. Like, cool. Like, I didn't know that. And then I like discovered romance, and I was like, oh, I didn't know romance.
And you weren't even on like the book world of internet.
Maria
I had already started my Bookstagram.
Yeah.
Maria had made a Bookstagram, but I was like, that's not really for me. Like, whatever. And I was just like reading.
Look at you now.
I didn't realize it was like a whole online community of like books. So like, I'm just ripping through Goodreads, right? Like taking suggestion after suggestion, buying all of these books too. Like buying them.
Damn.
Didn't know what Kindle Unlimited was for.
I was doing that too.
I was using my library.
I was buying a lot of books
at the beginning. And then I think I spent like $500 in books. I was like, I think I need to like fucking chill.
I did the same thing.
And then
I
we started texting about.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't know what books we started texting about first.
Well, you texted me, and we were talking about books, and then I was talking to you on the side, and then I put us all in a group. I remember like saying to you, "Oh, Maria's been reading a lot," and you were like,
"I might have been in the middle of the ACOTAR series at that point."
I don't know. I remember putting you two on a group.
I started the ACOTAR series somewhere around there too.
I think I started summer 2020.
Because I put us all in a group chat, and I was like, hey, you guys are both reading a lot. Maria started like this Instagram, and then I have no idea how we got to podcast. But
because you guys have been saying podcast for years. There's like a drunken video of both of you being like, we should start a podcast.
We were saying podcast. We were saying a YouTube like video.
Oh, like, YouTube channel.
No, we did say.
You said podcast.
Yeah, you're right. Because back then
it was that.
But you said podcast at some point.
I did say podcast.
So
when we were on the front steps.
On the front steps of our whole house.
No,
we
that's
have
Tommy.
always said we were going to do a
Carlucci's house.
Oh,
yeah. We were always going to do a YouTube channel or do like a project together of
Team
some
Sloth.
sort. Team Sloth.
Yeah.
And
Sloth Sisters. That's what it is.
And what happened was like, we're talking about all this stuff with books, and you were like, we should just make this a podcast.
Because we had Lou.
Oh, and Lou had the studio.
And you were like, my friend has a podcast studio.
Let's
we should just do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet.
And I said, I guess I'm along for the ride.
That's actually kind of wild.
And then I came back to you like 3 days later, and I was like, here's some
Here's
ideas.
What a ragtag group of girls.
Here's the name. Here's the schedule. Here's the scripts.
I was like, holy shit, okay, we're doing this.
Here are the segments that we're going to cover.
I was like, damn, this was all I needed. Like, I have all these big ideas that I don't follow through with. But if I have a person, if I have one person to go, no, this is happening, I'm like, okay, well,
but like,
this is happening.
Can't say no now.
You catch me any other fucking moment in time,
True.
I wouldn't have done that because I was so bored and so lonely and so like
that's fair
lost in a fucking basement with
so nice.
Little fucking windows like this.
Yeah.
That I was just like, I need some type of like social escape, and it's not safe to do what I was doing before.
Right.
And you know, we're in New York, so we're in like a high like frequency area for COVID. We never got COVID from each other.
How?
No, because I didn't come that day. I got COVID.
Yeah. So
I've only gotten COVID once.
I'm pretty sure I got it twice. I'm pretty sure I got it January 2020.
I did so good not getting it. And then Mike went to fucking New Hampshire for work and gave it to me.
Well, I was in Subway every day for work, so that's how I got
I've
mine.
gotten it twice, maybe 3 times. I didn't test that 3rd time.
Oh, but I've got neurovirus 4 times. How did you get into? I don't think I know this. How did you start getting into? Oh, I guess it would be the podcast. I was gonna say like the TikTok side of it or the Bookstagram.
When we started the podcast, we started the Instagram, right? And we tried to do the aesthetic thing.
I tried my best.
I even sent
tried our
pictures of books
best
that I took pictures of.
to do like the aesthetic,
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
we
And
just
then-
didn't.
But Reels popped off at that moment.
So
I swear to God, you discovered Reels. I don't care what anybody else says.
TikToks was 2020. That was really when things started booming. And I think it was like the beginning of 2021 is Reels.
When
Nobody
Instagram
was
copied.
using. I don't care what anyone
Nobody
says.
was
No
using
one was
it.
using Reels
Because they
And-
were all in that phase of like their
It's
Instagram
stupid.
goes again,
and
copying
you
somebody else.
Started it. I
Yes,
swear to
everyone
God.
hated Reels, and people were still on TikTok. I had no idea Book Talk existed. Didn't
Yeah.
even know it was a thing. I just knew we weren't doing well with posting what we had
With books, yeah.
with books, and like it was like a crawl. Like we were getting followers just because we were following people, like type thing, right? And I was like, you know what? I don't know how to take pictures that look good. Let's just fucking.
And we also weren't recording our podcast yet, visual wise.
yeah, we weren't doing that either.
So we only had audio
Forgot
clips,
about
and
that.
that
we
wasn't going to do
we weren't
well.
posting the audio clips,
But that wasn't
going
going to do well because it
Do
wasn't.
you remember
like,
the books we were reading back then?
Well,
Were
we did Cruel Prince.
We
Oh,
did
yeah.
Night,
Yep.
not Night. We did Ninth House.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We actually, it would be interesting to revisit a couple of those.
Institute, Hunger Games were the first ones you read. I did
Yeah.
Lovely War, which is a historical fiction.
So
That's when we used to always bring one book each of us.
See, that's what I think we got to go back to.
Yeah.
Well, not even that
No,
one
'cause
person
people didn't
reads,
like that.
but each person. No, but each person picks
a
the
book.
book.
we tried to, and then
Slumps.
anyways-
Slumps.
I started posting on Reels because I was like, I can't do what is happening on Instagram right now. So let me try to do something else. And then that's when we popped off.
Right.
I remember the first time we hit 10,000 views, and I was like,
You were
what
losing
the
it.
fuck?
Yeah.
I was
Like,
so
like,
far
what the
removed.
fuck?
I was
And
just
then
like, damn.
I think like 3 or 4 videos later, I started talking about Folk of the Air, 200,000 views. Like,
Wow.
and then the followers just started.
And then
coming
Avatar
in.
hit.
Yeah, it just, and then like,
Yeah.
it just has, and then I really hit like a stride in my depression, and then those reels did really well.
Oh. Okay.
I've since like, I think I've deleted a lot of them actually. But what's interesting and what I would like to talk about is like what I feel like people don't mention this and talk about this enough, especially with young readers that are coming into Book Talk. When I first started reading, like some of these books that I've read and rated 4 stars, if I read them today,
Yes.
You wouldn't.
I don't even know if I would have picked these books
That's how I
up.
feel about Cassandra Clare's. Imagine me reading that now. I'd probably be like, what the fuck was I thinking? It's wild to think about that.
Like, because what happens
Even over
is
10 years, you change so much.
you start wherever you start, right? Like I didn't even read ACOTARs or anything like that. Like I was reading the Twilight books, and then I started reading like Janine Frost, which I
Sherilyn Kenyon was one of mine.
love. I read some of the J.R. Ward books. I read Sylvia Day, the
I
Crossfire
read like those
series.
Walmart books.
oh,
Like
that's
those
fun.
Walmart crazy romance
Oh,
books.
that would be a fun episode.
I did find it, and now I lost it again. The one book that I found that was my first like sort of like erotica book, and I was like blown. I was like, "What did she just say?"
It would be kind of a fun episode to get one
But
book
what's
from,
interesting
like,
is
Walmart.
like
Let's do it.
Yeah.
you don't know what's good
Right.
until
Yeah.
you read good stuff.
Yeah.
And like
You don't know what
even-
you like.
some of these books that I've read that were actually really good in the beginning, I didn't know how good they were
Right.
until now that I've read 1,500 books, and now I can say definitively, oh, those books were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Now that I've read all of these books, I can look backwards and say, wow, those books were astronomically better than the vast majority of books that I have read,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And like hindsight is 2020, right? And I think it's really unfair when people like judge people for reading like an ACOTAR and loving it, or like, you know what I mean? Because it's like,
agree.
even myself, I loved ACOTAR when I read it. I was
Yeah,
like, this
I
is
loved it too.
awesome.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
I really
And
I love book
now-
2.
Yeah.
I've read better books.
I love the third
And
one.
I still have the
'Cause it
affinity
was all
for
war.
it. But I don't say that it's a great book. I like it because I liked it for when I read it. But like,
I want to reread that one.
it's not the best book I've ever read.
Which one?
The Bridge Kingdom one.
Really?
Was it that one or the one?
We didn't read the second one.
We didn't read
of
the second
that.
one.
Okay, no. Then it was what was the name of the book series where that scene in the desert always like sticks
It's the
out?
Bridge Kingdom.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
you like the Bridge Kingdom.
Are
You
you
really
sure we
like
didn't
that
You
read
just
one.
all
didn't
of
want to
them?
go into book 2 because book 2 covers like
No,
the,
we did.
We
Do book
did read
two.
them
book
all.
3.
We didn't do book
3 we didn't do.
Wait,
book 3
why?
is a spin-off character.
That's why.
Yeah.
But those first two books, like,
But people
I
say that
kinda
third
wanna
book is
reread
the
them.
best one.
Yeah.
I kind of want to reread those two. Maybe I'll reread those and then do book 3.
But anyways, it's like really unfair. I
I
get
agree.
angry when people like judge people for where they are in the reader journey.
I agree with that.
Because I just remember being a younger reader and earlier in my like reading and not really knowing what I
Yeah.
don't
But I
know,
also
what I
don't-
know now, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what is better in the genre.
But I also don't like that people get offensive if somebody else doesn't like the book that they love. Like, who cares? Just don't listen to their opinion. Like, we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
But I would never bring somebody down if they didn't like something or if they love something I didn't like. It's literally, art is so subjective. That's what we always say. Like,
Yeah.
we all have different, like, there's something I absolutely love and people will shit on. And in my head, I'm like, how the fuck could they not love it? Oh, they're a different person. And that's it. That's all it comes down to.
Like a lot of people, like a lot of like art people will be like, the Mona Lisa is not even that good, right?
not.
Like, you know what I mean? But it's
But it
because, like,
means
they're-
so much. Yeah.
yeah, there's meaning behind it, like X, Y, and Z. There's history, but it's like there's better art out there, but like you only know
What you know.
what you know in front of you, or like
It's
what's
very
popular or
fascinating.
whatever.
That story always brings up like value in art. I love having that discussion. Like,
It's like
you
when
know,
someone sells a blank canvas
Yes.
for $15 million.
I'm
They're
like,
like,
where's
that
that value
means
coming from?
everything.
Yeah.
No, have you heard the theories on this?
No.
That it's
No.
like a money laundering scheme.
Oh, it
Art-
is.
Art is like a full
Oh,
on money
I
oh, it
laundering
is.
believe
scheme.
that.
It absolutely is.
I actually think the Trump's Golden Ballroom is a money laundering scheme.
I don't know what that
Heard of
is.
He's doing a $20 million golden ballroom in the White
Where?
House.
What?
In the White House?
Why? Why do we have piss
Money
off
laundering.
money like this?
Money laundering.
This is crazy. What a world. What a time.
It's money laundering.
Okay,
And
anyway.
everything that costs more than it seems like it should is money laundering.
I say about that every mattress firm I see. What do they actually
The
sell?
mattress
'Cause
firm.
There's no way people are buying
There's
that many
no way.
mattresses.
In the age of Caspers and purple
So I
beds
did
and
actually recently,
Tempur-Pedics.
I went to a mattress firm I ended up buying it on the internet. Before me and Mike went into the mattress firm, I was like, oh my God, we're doing it. We're in a mattress
my
firm for a
God.
mattress.
I've been to a mattress firm too.
and they're
I
so
bought-
annoying. Have you gone?
No.
They like hound you. The woman
go
came
to-
out, she's like, try this one and you should do this. And I'm just like, okay, I know you get
I
a
got
cut.
mine
I
at
bought a bed
Bob's.
frame.
I went to
Oh.
Bob's for
Bob's?
mine.
We got a Bobopedic.
A Bobopedic?
Bobopedic bed, yeah.
That
My
sounds
bed's
awesome.
big.
Instead of a Tempur-Pedic, the Bobopedic
I
is
did
equally
Tuft
as
and
good,
Needle.
half the price.
Fantastic. Tuft and Needle. Sponsor us.
Okay.
All of us. Anyways, but it's interesting. Like,
Where do you
looking-
think our reading journey is going to take us? Do you think we're going to turn into those old women who are
Just
reading
read her
our-
romance books and just.
I wouldn't hate that. I
I'm
would love
interested
that.
where I'm going because I'm getting less and less interested in romance.
See, I love this. I
This
fucking
is
love
a
this.
journey.
It's been 4 years.
Spice
5
or
years.
romance? Do you like reading the spice? Are you less and less like it?
I think it's this. I do think it is spice that it's turning me off a little bit.
That's where I'm at.
Welcome.
I still am staunch that like I do think as an adult book you need a sex scene.
Sure.
I think you need at least fucking one for it to be like a real romance and there to be not a real romance but like an adult like spicy romance. And not like a closed door romance. That's obviously very different. But I'm finding like the excessive spice
Yes.
to be especially, and I get what I think I'm getting what people are saying when I read traditional books. I don't see it as often in indie books. I'm seeing it more when I read traditional books, that it's just like
Egregious.
a lot of no use spice.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything for me.
And I see why people are
That's
getting aggravated about
what
it.
I've been
But I'm
saying.
not reading a lot of traditional books, so I'm not like in it as much. But like,
yeah.
I'm just
There's a
veering
place
away
for
from
But I
it.
think
There's a
it's like
place
what
for it.
you're
Veering away
if
from
it,
it.
I think it's what you're looking for.
Yes,
Right?
I
If
agree.
you know that right now you're in the mood for a
Just
super
spice.
spicy book, go for it.
You
That's
should be able to
great.
get
You
one.
should be able to get whatever you want.
Yep.
But I know I get kind of tired of it sometimes. I get exhausted reading it.
Yeah.
So
I like male yearning more.
yes, the pining. I love the pining.
pining.
For me, and it happens in TV as well. Like my novelas. When I watch my telenovelas, the minute they get together, I'm like, ah,
I love that.
where's the angst?
Or I like when they get together and there's like an epic like breakup.
yes, the
For
angst.
real, and then he's like, I want there to
Big
be
gesture.
drama.
Yeah, I could
want
see
some
myself
drama.
going down the like thrill, like I'm the
Thriller.
thriller path.
Yeah.
No.
Like the older I get, the more I'm craving. Like,
I feel like
just
moms
a
love
thriller.
thrillers.
Yes, they do.
See, I think moms
Domestic
love,
thrillers
like, that
do so well.
Hallmarky romance.
That's
No,
why,
I think they love
Frida
thrillers.
McFadden.
It's starting to feel that way. Frida McFadden, man.
She's
I have so many friends
that
that are just like obsessed with her. Now.
pumping them out.
Damn. Interesting.
I don't like. I mean, you guys know I don't fucking like thrillers. I find myself.
Do you think you'll ever
more
start-
interested in like the magical realism? That's
Okay.
where I've been like.
Yeah, you have been saying
I just
that.
wonder if we're gonna outgrow
Falling
it
down.
one day. I hope not.
Magical
Reading?
realism.
No, like the fantasy worlds and
we
stuff.
might.
I might outgrow. I hope not. I hope my imagination is always.
I might
strong.
be kind of outgrowing it now.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it gets repetitive. I think that's what like some of us are seeing and we're calling out is like this is too close to something
X,
else.
Y,
It's
and
so
Z.
hard for it not to be.
Yeah,
I think
it's hard.
you gotta like really dig deep.
Yeah.
I think what you have to do as a writer is you have to read a lot because you have to know what's out
Yeah,
there.
and that's hard when you're trying to write a book.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you have to like for me, I have to pick one. Am I reading tonight? Am I writing
Pick a
tonight?
lane.
Ooh.
You can only do
Yep,
one.
yep.
And that sucks. And most of the time
It's
I pick
hard.
reading. That's why I don't have
Yeah.
another book.
Yeah. Like I was telling you guys in the other episode, I think my reading journey is just turn into like maybe I just have to sort of turn off everything else, even though I'm not really in the social media space for books. Like even if it pops up on my like main Instagram reels when I look at it for 5 minutes a day, I like scroll away. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to see your. No, I don't care. Take your book stuff away from me because I just want to get back to that point where I picked up books just because I wanted to, not because it's trending.
Right.
Not because, it might do well on the podcast, which I know we should do that for this.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of want us to like find books that aren't being talked about.
And I think that's totally fine and fair. Like if you find something where you're just like, I just found this and I really enjoyed it. Can we do it for the podcast? I'm 100%
But I know it's
in.
hard because we still want to like, it's a
Cater
line
to
that
yeah.
we're
Teetering.
teetering. That's the word, English major.
Yeah.
Teetering on.
Barely.
It's like, I want us to stay relevant and for our listeners to get stuff from us that are like topical because they're in that space. But at the same time, I'm also like, what if we bring something you've never heard of before? Yay.
I like that.
So
I think we do a good mix of it.
I
haven't seen anything like crazy trending since Shield of Sparrows, actually. Have you? Is there anything out there?
I don't
right
know.
now? I don't know.
I don't
haven't
know.
Seen...
I see a lot of people just bitching
yeah.
about everything. So
Maybe we just ask our friends on Discord what they're reading.
we usually do. At this point, I feel like I'm relying too much on them.
Nah, it's fine.
I love our Discord
All
so
right.
much.
Question of the day. What's your reading journey like? It's so generic.
no, where are you?
Yeah, where are you on your reading journey?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like.
And where
I'm
do
a
you think you're
seasoned
going?
Vet.
Yeah.
What am I?
I'm an up and comer.
I'm not a seasoned
I'm
vet,
a newbie.
but I'm in the trenches.
Ooh,
Okay.
good.
If we're on the army kind of military side.
I think I like the idea of reading more than I like reading.
yes, I feel
I
that.
love the idea of books. I love the idea.
It's like
of
I love the
story.
idea of writing.
I
if
love
I don't write.
stories. I love stories. It's just getting into one that's hard. Love
Yeah.
TV. Love movies.
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about all the books that we want to see turn into movies. I have a list.
All right, let's do it. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to, follow us on Instagram. That's books_n_betches, BETCHES. Click the link in the link tree. You'll find our
Taupe.
Oh, and now it's just the end of the word she
I know.
does.
Subscribe, please. Like, share, comment. Do whatever you want. We
No.
love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.